Welcome back to Codin. So last time we have discussed about how we can create a simple program in Java. What is the basic requirement of running a program in Java and how we can implement it in Java. Now today in this lesson we are going to discuss about how we can work with various other things that are available in Java and how we can implement it. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it and also subscribe to my channel. In this lesson we are going to discuss about what do we mean by a variable and what are the data types that are included in Java whenever we want to work with any program and want to perform any action. So what is the purpose of using variables and what is the purpose of data type? So when I'm talking about a variable basically means storing the data into a program temporarily. Basically the purpose of variable is that we have to define a variable. Basically it is a name that is given so to define some tasks that are to perform in a program. For example, suppose I say if we want to make a program of displaying a person age, if we want to make a program of displaying the person height, or if we want to calculate a square of a number or anything, so what are we basically doing? We are using it with the help of some variables. So as you can see also in the front of your definition is displayed over there. A variable is a place where the program stores data temporarily. Variables store data for processing. Basically the purpose of variable is that it is used for processing. Means at the runtime of a program, the data which is stored in a variable will be processed. Means the value of variable can vary based upon the changes which are made to that variable. Variables mean basically we are storing something in a variable. So whenever we are executing the variable, we must know that variable also have some types. Basically variables have int, double and string type. When I'm talking about a int type, basically it means that all the data that will be stored in a variable, it will be of integer type. That means the positive number as well as the negative number. Then we have a double. The double data type is used to add floating point numbers, or we can say the data which is stored in a double type of data in a variable, that is known as a floating point number, because it means it will include a number that will include decimal places. In integer what it will use, it will just ignore the decimal points and just the positive and the negative numbers. Then we have a string type. Basically when we are talking about a string type, it will include strings enclosed in double quotes. Whenever writing something in double quotes, the programming language considers it as a string. So here for example, if I am writing a string should be in a double quote. That is the purpose of whenever we are defining a variable. Understand the variable concept with the help of an example. Here you can see I have opened a notepad and defined over here already a name of the file as variables. I have already saved it as variables.java. Now what I am writing in the program over here, I have defined a class name as variable. Class variable. After I have written in the brackets public static void main. After I have started the curly braces and defined two variables. Number I have written int variable 1. This means declaring the first variable. Then I have written int variable 2. This means declares the another variable. After that what you can see I have defined over here variable 1 equals to 1024. That means basically what I am doing, I am assigning a value of variable 1 is equals to 1024. After that what I have written system out.println variable 1 contains the value. Basically when I have written variable 1, so it will print me that output what is the value of variable 1. After that what I want to do, I want to perform some action upon the variable 1. So what I will do, variable 2 equals to variable 1 divided by 2, and then I will check it out that whenever this particular variable 1 will be divided by 2, the result will be stored in variable 2. Now I have written a system out.println variable 2 contains variable 1 divided by 2. This will be printed as a message. Then after that I have to print the desired output of the variable 2. So I have written out system out.println then the variable 2. So how we will run this program, the similar way we have done already in the previous video, that I will write there back and then I will compile the code. That is the name of the full file. After that what I will do, I will execute the code with the help of Java and the variable. Then you can see as in the output, you can see that the result is displayed to you. The result over here is 512 and the output that is written to D contains variable 1 and variable 2. But what is the result of the variable 2 contains variable 1? That is 512. So this is the purpose of using a variable. Define that how we define a variable and how we can perform action on it. Whatever value we will store in the variable, the data that will be displayed to be will be according to that variable only. Now whenever we have talked about variables, we must know that we have some primitive data types that are also available in Java. So when I am talking about the primitive data types, the primitive data types are int, short, long, float, double, character, and boolean. So these are all the primitive data types. We also have a string data type, but string data type is not considered as a primitive data type. We talked about first data type, that is the int data type. So basically we have defined that int, short, and long. So all these int, short, and long are the part of the int type variable only. Whenever I am talking about the int data type means basically defining the value of those integer terms that are positive as well as negative range. Means basically whenever I'm talking about the integer data type will hold only that data into it, the type of data which is of integer, means basically positive number or a negative number. When we are just talking about a simple int data type, so basically when we are talking about a simple int data type, it will hold an integer byte ranging from 32 bit, and this is the desired range that is defined in a integer data type as is displayed on your screen. Then we have a short is when I want an integer data type to be within this range, that is a 16 bit integer range. For that I will use a short int. After that I have a long int. Long int basically means if I want to exceed the limit of the integer, means I want the positive number as the negative numbers to be more than the specified range, then I will use long int. So basically the purpose is to define the type of bits that an integer want to hold, the memory location that it want to hold in a program. This is the purpose of defining a integer data type with different categories like short, long, and just a basic simple int. So this is the purpose and this is the use of int data type. So whenever I am using it in any code, so what I will do, as you can see in the previous example also, I have written int variable 1. So basically it will be holding a 32 bit range and based upon this series. And if I define it as long int, so it will hold more memory as compared to the previous int. Float point data type, basically the floating point data type means that it will store a single precision floating point, that it will include all the values that include a decimal point in it, but the decimal point will be only 1. When I am talking about double precision, double base, basically it will hold the double precision floating point that is of 64 bit. Basically is used to add the memory location based upon the type of data associated with it. Means that basically the type of data type I have involved with a variable, it will hold the data accordingly. So then we are talking about a character data type. Character data type is the range of the characters from 0 to 65,536 bits. So basically it will store a 16 bit unsigned ranging from this particular range. And what is the purpose of the character? It will store all the data which is in the form of a character. We also have a character type, we also have a string type, and we also have a boolean type. So when I am talking about a boolean will include either a value will be true or either the value will be false. This is the purpose of whenever I am using the data types that are available in Java, then how we can use the type of data and what will be the output of this particular type of data. You all know that we have different types of data type available in Java. So let us understand this with the help of example, that how we need to define a data type with a variable and how we need to execute so that we get a desired code. So here I am defining a class name as my. Start a class, I have defined it as class my. Then after that I have opened the curly braces, in that I have written public static void main and string dot argument. After that you can see I have starting writing a string, that is a data type, and name equals to, in the brackets double quotes I have written as Harshit. Then after that I have closed the semicolon. After that I have defined the int age equals to, then I have written the number, that is 23. Then after that I have written a next variable, that is double height equals to 189.87. This is the three types of data types that I have defined over here. After that, what you can see, I have written a system out.println, in which I am doing, I am displaying the name. After that, I have written system.out.println, then I have displayed the age. Then I have written system.out.println, then the height. So basically these are the three of the data types that we are using in Java, and I am printing the result accordingly. Then I have closed the curly braces and then I have closed the other curly braces. So whenever I will execute this code, so what will be the output? All the three contents that I have written over here, the age, name, and the height, it will be displayed to me. So I am back and I have executed the code and compiled the code. After that, if I had no errors, so the output to me will come with Java, then the name of the class name. So you can see this is the desired output whenever I will execute this code, and I will use the data types. So this is the purpose of using data types in Java. I think you must be clear about how do we define variables in Java, what are different kinds of data types that are available in Java, and how we can write as a simple code in Java. If you have not watched my previous video yet, go and watch that video so to understand that how we write a code in Java. And I hope you like the content what I post. Do like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel, and also share it as much as possible. And you can also connect me on my Instagram page and also on my website where I upload the notes as well as the quizzes. Thank you guys so much for watching.